Hello and welcome to the first video of DwreckTV 2019. I'm Dwreck. And today's video, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for the last couple of weeks. And it's something that deals with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yes, me and my wife, we got the game. And it is what it blew my mind it blew away everything of all my expectations. Sorry, I can't really talk right now, but because I'm doing all this on the spot. Because if you remember in a previous video of mine, I was all excited for the new Smash Brothers, but I was also skeptical about it because I thought it was going to be just a port of the Wii U version, much like how Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was, and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and Captain Toad, and all the other games that were originally on the Wii U being ported to the Switch. And I was very skeptical about how the Switch version of Smash Bros. Was going to be. And after the reveal and everything, Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it's not I'm so glad, thank God, that it's not a straight port of the Wii U version. I know they got everybody in this game. They got everybody from the Wii U version. They got everybody from the past games that weren't included in the last ones. And they brought back Solid Snake. They got Sonic the Hedgehog. They brought back the Ice Climbers that many people wanted to see. And they also threw in characters like Ridley from Metroid. They threw in Simon Belmont, of all people, and Richter Belmont from Castlevania and Castlevania Rondo of Blood. And they also got Alucard as an assistant character. And they brought back King K. Rool, which I was pretty excited for. And they got a couple of head scratchers like Isabella and Dark Samus. Not really into those characters. And they got Ken Masters from Street Fighter, so now him and Ryu can tag team. And they got Incineroar. Freaking lariat everybody like Stan Hansen. And the thing that I wanted to talk about the most about it is the talk of DLC characters. Now, first of all, I'm down for some DLC characters unless they're not that interesting, because I had a big falling out with like the WWF 2K games with the DLC characters and DLC moves and all that stuff and everything. Because to me, well, we'll get back to Smash Bros. In a little bit, but the thing about the WWE 2K games was what aggravated me the most with those games is that I paid $60 for the games, and then you got to pay like an extra 20 or so to get everything else that comes out after, and you're really essentially spending like over $100 on one game, and then you got to spend that other again the next year, and then the next, and just a complete cycle of like just shelling out money. So that's when I said, after I did get a 2K17, but after that I cut it, because now that I got Fire Pro Wrestling World on the PlayStation 4, I'm set. I ain't gonna buy no more 2K games. I'm done. Now, that being said, this leads to Smash Bros. Ultimate and their DLC characters. It depends on what kind of characters they're gonna be having. I know they announced that the first one was gonna be the Piranha Plant from the Super Mario Bros. Games, and at first I thought, seriously, a Piranha Plant? And I thought Lucas was bad, and I thought Isabella was bad, but a Piranha Plant? How would that work? But when I saw the video of it actually fighting everybody, I thought, it's so stupid, yet it's so funny. And yes, this little thing right here is going to be a fighting character on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as the first DLC character. And you know what? I love it. I love it. So that brings to the next character that everybody... But first of all, before I go any further, Sakurai had announced that there was going to be 5 downloadable DLC characters, paid DLC characters, along with music tracks and stages. And that raised the question, what characters are they going to be? And he also said that these characters are not going to be for no petition. There's not going to be no open discussion on who they want to be in, because Nintendo had already chose the characters. So then it's like, okay, so we don't have to choose no more. So now the thing is, who are these 5 characters? Who are they going to be? And then the first character that was revealed was Joker from the Persona 5 games. I've never played the Persona 5 games. I've heard of them, but I've never played them. And then they had this character Joker, and he looks pretty cool. And I saw like gameplay footage of Persona 5, and I listened to the music of it, and I thought he looks like he would be a pretty good fit for Smash Brothers. So can't wait to see him. And now that leaves the question, who are the other 4 characters? Now, for the last couple of weeks, I've been hearing like news articles about DLC characters being leaked, and everybody coming up with their presumption of who the next 4 characters are going to be. And I've seen some pretty stupid and like very far-fetched characters on other people's lists and everything. But to me, I don't really like to listen to rumors, because I think rumors are just stupid in a way. To me, it's like all these people talking about the DLC characters. To me, it's like it's everything that everybody says about rumors or who the character is going to be. Everything is guilty until proven innocent. Meaning, everything that people say is bullshit until Nintendo actually reveals who the characters are. I'm not the kind of person that likes to speculate who they're going to put in. Like, if they don't put this character in, I'm not buying the game. And that's like that with Waluigi. And oh, don't even get me started with that. I'm more on that later. But with something like this, as big as a game as it is, with all these characters, all these third-party characters, and characters from Nintendo's history, I mean, we're talking everything from Super Mario Brothers to Star Fox to Legend of Zelda, Metroid, even Pac-Man and Metal Gear Solid, even though Solid Snake debuted on Metal Gear for the NES. And you got Castlevania, you got Street Fighter, you got Sonic the Hedgehog characters from Sega Genesis, you got Cloud from Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 1, and a number of Pokemon characters and a number of Fire Emblem characters. This is a pretty stacked game. And it kind of makes you wonder exactly who are these next 4 characters are going to be. Will they be first-party characters that from Nintendo's past, or will they be like third-party characters? So then that's when I thought, you know what? I don't like to listen to the rumors, so I'm gonna delve into these and see what kind of characters they're talking about. So I looked it up. I looked up on a site called Game Rant, and they was talking about the leaked DLC characters. And yes, I'm looking at it right now. And let's see. Based on DLC characters revealed for Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's clear Nintendo is going with some surprising choices for the post-launch roster. And a Japanese website called 5channel that supposedly reveals the DLC characters that will follow the Piranha Plant and Persona 5's Joker. According to the leak, the next DLC character will be Indrik from Dragon Quest franchise. Now, I've never played the Dragon Quest games. I've heard of them. I've read a lot about them in Nintendo Power, but I'm not too sure about who Indrik is, if I'm pronouncing that right. Indrik. I looked him up, and he looks like he'd be a pretty good character. So he looks almost like he'd be a cross between a Fire Emblem character and a character that was drawn by Akira Toriyama, which it pretty much is. I mean, Akira Toriyama did Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, so all his characters look the same, that have the same design. So with that character, I think it would be a pretty good fit for Smash Brothers, because I know Dragon Quest and Dragon Warrior got their start on the NES, so what a good fit. Next character that they revealed, which I'm pretty excited for, that I would be excited for if they did reveal this character, would be Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. Now, let's see. Ryu Hayabusa. That's a big deal, because you get, like I said, Nintendo's history back from the NES. Everything started on there. Mega Man started on it. Final Fantasy started on it. and to Castlevania, Metal Gear, not Pac-Man. He was arcades, Legend of Zelda, and Metroid all started off on there. So, how fitting would it have like to Ninja Gaiden to be on Smash Brothers? That would be awesome. That's one of the characters I originally thought of. Like if they ever do DLC characters, like Ryu Hayabusa has to be on the game. And if this rumor proves true, then I would be excited for it. And they're saying that, but back to the Dragon Quest one, they're saying that Eardrick, if I'm sorry, I don't know how to, I've never seen this character before. Eardrick from Dragon Quest is going to be on it to promote Dragon Quest 11S for the Switch. And Ryu Hayabusa is going to be in the game because it's going to be added in celebration of an unannounced Ninja Gaiden game that is apparently releasing for the franchise's 30th anniversary. Then the next two DLC characters would be, this one had my head scratching. Steve from Minecraft. First of all, I come from a generation of the late 80s and early 90s, throughout the 90s and into the 2000s. I was growing up on characters like Mario, Sonic the Hedgehog, Yoshi, even Earthworm Jim, and Crash Bandicoot, and just characters like that. For a character like Steve from Minecraft, to me, Minecraft is like way out of my generation. That's more for like the kids of today. Like my nephews and my nieces love Minecraft, but to me, I just can't get into it. It's not my thing. But I'm pretty sure that Steve would fit in Smash Brothers because he would appeal to kids today. But I don't know. And they're also saying that Steve's gonna have an alternate costume looking more like Master Chief. Now, I don't know how that's gonna play out because that's a Microsoft character, and it would be very weird seeing a Master Chief costume on Smash Brothers, even though Master Chief's not in the game, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be saying that would be awesome to see, but we shall see. I don't like to speculate. I don't like to overhype something that's not real or not proven real, so let's just leave it at that. And the fifth and final character said that it's going to be Doom guy from the Doom games. Now, that sounds like that would be pretty cool. My wife has the Doom games, and we also have Doom on the Switch, and she played the shit out of it when we got it, and especially she plays it a lot at work. And she loves Doom. She loves games like that, and to have the Doom guy on Smash Brothers, that'd be pretty cool. Can't wait to see it if this is all true. So there you have it. The 5 characters, well 6 because you got the Piranha Plant, you got Joker from Persona 5, Eardrick from Dragon Quest, Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden, Steve from Minecraft with a Master Chief alternate costume, and the Doom guy from Doom. For these to be the last characters for Smash Brothers, excuse me, a couple of them sound pretty cool. I'm really excited for Hayabusa, and I'm not too big on Steve, even though my nephews would probably be happy that he's going to be in the game. And Eardrick and Doom Guy, they sound like they would be pretty interesting additions. So, if I had the choice, like if they actually, hey Drek, if you have 4 characters to choose to put in Smash Brothers, who would they be? Let's see. I know one of them would be Hayabusa, so that's already one. The second one, If I had the choice between all the characters and third party, aside from exclusives to like Sony and Microsoft, so Rare's out of the question. Even though they're saying, like, I want to be reasonable about these things. I like to be reasonable. All right, Hayabusa would be one. Second one would be Rayman, because Ubisoft's got to have a representation there, so why not Rayman? Who else would I like? So Hayabusa, Rayman. Let's see what we got here. Who else would I like to see in a Super Smash Brothers game? Out of all these characters from all walks of life, what characters would I like to see? Two more characters joining Hayabusa and Rayman. I would say, I know this would be a far-fetched one too, but I'm just gonna go say fuck it. Let's just go with it. Ryu Hayabusa, Rayman, Crash Bandicoot, and Master Chief. The Master Chief. You got a pretty stacked roster right there. And for a fifth character, I would throw in freaking Lara Croft. There you have it. Dreck's choices for DLC characters for Smash Brothers. How awesome would that be? Especially having Crash Bandicoot in there. Now you finally got the forces of Nintendo, Sega, and PlayStation all in one game. Man, throw in Xbox with Master Chief. You got a pretty stacked game. You got a game that's gonna last you for a long, long time. But that's all pipe talk and everything. So, would that ever happen? Let's see how. I don't want to test Sakurai's patience. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. And also, starting this year, I'm kind of bulking up a little bit. See that? And that's also day 16 of working out and everything, because me and my wife, we're going through we challenged each other to push each other's, like her go on her keto diet and me stick to working out, which I'm sticking to it right now. All right, first video of 2019. That's all I got to say right now. Check y'all later. And also, don't forget to follow on Twitter. My Twitter tag is at the bottom of the description. So drop a tweet, what you want me to talk about. Like, I'm open for Q&As and everything. So till next time, check y'all later.